Welcome back to Car Future Wheels. Today, we've got something incredibly special to talk about at the highly anticipated 2026 Nissan GT-R R36 Nismo. This car isn't just a successor to the R35, it's a reimagination, a powerful evolution of what Godzilla can become in the new automotive era. Let's dive into it, starting with its design. The exterior of the R36 Nismo is sharper, bolder, and undeniably futuristic. From the front, it immediately grabs your attention with a more sculpted, angular fascia that draws from the GT-R GT500 race car DNA. The redesigned grille is slightly wider, flanked by new LED matrix headlights that are sleeker and carry a more aggressive light signature than ever before. There are functional vents all around, improving airflow and giving the front end a highly dynamic, track-ready look. The red accents along the splitter scream Nismo without even needing the badge. Moving to the side, the silhouette is unmistakably GT-R, but with modernized lines. The R36 rides slightly lower, with an elongated hood and shorter rear overhang. The carbon fiber side skirts are functional and add visual drama. The pronounced shoulders over the rear wheels give it that iconic muscular stance, hinting at the power underneath. And let's talk about those wheels. A forged 20-inch Nismo alloys finished in a dark satin gray, wrapped in ultra-high-performance rubber, and sitting over massive carbon ceramic brakes. The red brake calipers peek out just enough to remind you this beast means business. From the rear, the R36 is all new yet stays true to the GT-R legacy. The quad-ring taillights return, but they're slimmer and feature a more high-tech look. A wider stance, integrated rear diffuser, and center-mounted exhaust tips set into the diffuser show you this car is ready for both the track and the showroom floor. There's a massive carbon fiber wing up top, adjustable and fully functional, providing downforce at high speeds while looking like something straight from GT racing. Every piece back here serves a purpose and no fluff, no extra curves, just brutal, aerodynamic precision. Step inside, and the interior has been completely modernized while still focused on the driver. It's a far cry from the somewhat dated cockpit of the R35. You're welcomed by carbon bucket seats that hug you tight, wrapped in Alcantara and contrast red stitching. The steering wheel is all new, flat-bottomed with Nismo's signature red center mark, and tactile magnesium paddle shifters mounted behind it. Digital screens dominate the cabin now, a curved 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster and a floating 11-inch infotainment screen in the center. But don't worry, it's still very much a driver-first cockpit. There are dedicated drive mode selectors, track performance pages, and a redesigned center console trimmed in carbon fiber with aluminum accents. Infotainment now supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, with a bespoke Nismo UI skin that gives you performance stats, G-force readouts, lap timers, and even thermal camera integration to monitor tire temps. The sound system, a 12-speaker Bose performance setup, although honestly, most drivers will prefer to listen to what's coming from under the hood. Speaking of which, let's talk performance, because this is where things get wild. The R36 Nismo is powered by an evolution of the VR38 engine at 3.8-liter twin-turbo V6A, but it's been taken to an entirely new level, thanks to upgraded turbos from Nissan's GT3 racing program, lighter internals, and recalibrated mapping. It now produces 710 horsepower and 590 pounds-feet of torque. That's an increase of about 70 horsepower over the previous generation Nismo. Power is still delivered to all four wheels through Nissan's updated ATTESA all-wheel drive system, which now features torque vectoring and real-time adaptive traction control. The transmission is a heavily revised 6-speed dual-clutch unit, delivering shifts in as little as 0.15 seconds. Nissan claims a 0-60 time of just 2.4 seconds, putting it in hypercar territory, and a top speed of 212 miles per hour. Launch control has been reprogrammed for even more aggressive takeoffs, And there's a new Track Plus mode that stiffens everything. A from the magnetic adaptive suspension to steering input. A for absolute control on the circuit. Handling is razor sharp, thanks to a chassis that's both stiffer and lighter. Extensive use of carbon fiber. A in the roof, hood, trunk, and body panels. A helps shave nearly 150 pounds off the R35's weight. The electronically controlled suspension has 3 dynamic modes: Comfort, Sport, and Track Plus, each drastically changing the way the car responds to inputs and road conditions. In Track Plus, you feel every nuance of the tarmac. In Comfort, it's actually daily drivable. A just about braking is handled by Brembo carbon ceramics, with 6-piston calipers up front and 4-piston in the rear. Stopping from 100 to 0 happens in under 100 feet. The system also regenerates power for the onboard electronics, part of Nissan's move toward more hybrid-friendly architecture, though this Nismo version remains fully internal combustion for now. As for price, here's where things get serious. The 2026 GT-R R36 Nismo starts at around $230,000, depending on your region and optional equipment. That puts it well into exotic territory, rubbing shoulders with McLarens, Ferraris, and even Porsche 911 turbos. But what you get is a race-bred, road-legal machine that's hand-built, full of heritage, and capable of outpacing cars twice its price. Availability is limited, too. Nissan plans to produce only around 3,000 R36 Nismos globally for this model year, and early allocations are already being snapped up by collectors and loyal GT-R fans. That exclusivity will almost certainly keep resale values high and desirability even higher. In terms of rivals, we're talking about cars like the Porsche 911 Turbo S, Audi R8 Performance, and McLaren Artura. But here's the thing, none of them carry the GT-R's raw, unapologetic, motorsports-focused spirit. The R36 isn't about being pretty. It's about being fast, effective, and iconic. It's a machine that knows what it is, and it's unapologetically Japanese in the best way possible. To wrap it up, the 2026 Nissan GT-R R36 Nismo is everything a successor should be. It's faster, sharper, and far more technologically advanced than its predecessor, but most importantly, it retains that soul, the essence of the GT-R lineage. It's not just about the numbers or the badge, it's about how it makes you feel behind the wheel. The R36 reminds you why this car has a cult following in the first place. Because it's not just built to win races, it's built to win hearts. That's all for today's in-depth review of the 2026 Nissan GT-R R36 Nismo. If you enjoyed this video and want more future-forward car reviews, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for riding with Car Future Wheels, and until next time, keep your wheels turning and your future fast.